So she said she looked too good to be going to Cheesecake Factory. And he said, you look like you buy your house from DJ Envy. And she said he looked like Dwight Howard's ex. Oh, my bad. Hey. I'm out Delaware. My niggas is up here. I'm out Delaware. Woo! I'm out Delaware. My niggas is y'all know where we at. Woo! Let's go. Y'all don't know what this is. I'm gonna tell y'all. Let's go. One more time. Okay. All right. It's your boy G Dash. We live. We outside. If you don't know what this is, I'm gonna tell you this ain't it but a quick hat tip. Yes, sir. That's all it is, y'all. Absolute facts. Because people love to say, don't nothing happen out Delaware. Well, guess what? It do. So I'm gonna take y'all through a few quick things that happened in the past few weeks. All right, again, I'm G Dash Jones, and we are here now. First things first, I'm gonna start with DSU homecoming. What? Oh, shouts out to the Hornets. I seen Montell Jordan out there. He had the big wide brim hat situation. What? I seen the parade. They was out there coming out there stomping and stepping. Oh man, the cheerleaders was moving. It was a vibe. The parties was up. Listen, it just looked like an amazing time out Del State. Shouts out to all the students at DSU as well as the alumni. What they put together, woo, it was just something different, some fire. Shouts out to my man Blake the Brain. He gave me, this is what he told me to tell you, okay? Blake told me to tell you that DSU homecoming is seeing your family members that you haven't seen in a while, but so happy you get to see them and remember the nostalgic moments from college, HBCU. It was a whole little moment. That's what he told me, okay? Like seeing your fun cousins. Okay, like seeing like seeing your aunt, your favorite aunties. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it felt like. So shouts out to DSU and everything that they put together. Also, listen, last week it was HBCU week all around. Listen, people was climbing over top of things, trying to break into places. In Howard, it was amazing. I was like, wow, this is what they was doing. Shouts out to DSU, I mean HBCU week. Oh man. And my man Meshach, Radio Shack, he was outside. Listen, doing a couple things for HBCU week. Also, last week he was hosting DETV's Good Morning Wilmington. This week I was on DETV's Good Morning Wilmington, so I got a hat tip to them. They had your boy on there. Listen, I was talking about the What's the People Thinking show with me and D Harv. Say what? Yes, we gonna do something different on November 18th. You don't want to miss that circumstance. But I was up there chopping it up. Me with Big Ivan and Vincenza. Listen, Van Hampton was up there talking about True Access Capital. They got an annual meeting. Coach Joe was up there talking about the Delaware Blue Coats. Listen, Kerriann from the opera. Okay, yes, they had G Dash doing spoken word with Kerriann from the opera. I'm gonna share that out in case y'all missed it. She was with the it was and I was like, I'm thinking. It was amazing. It was amazing. You listen, I'm gonna share that out. Doc Foods gave out about 25,000. Yes, I was counting. Okay, Doc Foods gave out about 25,000. Yes, I was counting. Okay, but shouts out to DETV and Good Morning Wilmington putting that together. Also, the BBB. I told y'all, see, I said I was on DETV talking about my show coming up. My show ain't just me, it's me and D Harv. And if y'all don't know about D Harv also puts together this thing called Bringing Back Bars. Woo, the Bringing Back Bars this month was fire. If y'all don't know who was performing, I'm gonna tell y'all, my man Dre Robinson. Listen, Dre got bars, like he's a lyricist. So go ahead, check him out. Songs is all on streaming, and he shut that stage down. Team Fiftyshots, they was deep on that stage. When I say they was deep, they was deep on that stage. Yes, they was. Oh man, shouts out to Mercy, Songbird, the Goddess, my man Blue, and they just won some contest. They about to head down Miami, whole squad. So they putting tracks out there, you know what I mean? Songbird got the liquid joint, wind your waist on it. Mercy got that crank-ish. You want to crank it. You want to get in your vibe. You ready to work out or something, or put work into something. Listen to that crank-ish from Mercy, featuring Songbird and all them. But they was at the Oddity bar, bringing back bars. It was a time that night. Also, another other situations. I'm gonna tell you, some of these bars out here, they popping. Also, we had Gretchen Emery live. What? Delaware Music Network presents the Gretchen Emery live. If you ain't never seen what Gretchen Emery do, she get real soulful with it. Like when she sang, she gonna get in her soul with it. Yes, and the whole band is fire. You know what I mean? Shouts out my man Kenny, Randy, everybody. They just put a vibe through you, right? They had a couple shows actually because they had the live at Finnegan's and then they had one with La Casa Day. And La Casa Day always show up in such a vibe with that za za za. It was something special out PA from what I understand. Poetic Elle is a rock star. You can't stop her just creative, just imagery. That's just how she show up every time. I'm just telling y'all some of the things I told y'all. This ain't it but a quick hat tip. Oh yes, and I'm G-Jones, just telling y'all some of the things that went down because people say don't nothing happen in Delaware, and it do. So other things that happen also, in case I gotta shout out the Wilmington Library, okay? Wilmington Library, just in case you don't know, they just had Debbie Allen, right? Debbie Allen was the originator of that boom cat, okay? She's showing you how to dance moves, and she was directing shows and like movies. Like Debbie Allen, just special. The place was packed. Everybody was in the vibe, just trying to learn the lesson, just soaking up. And then she was so down to earth, just kicking it, cooling, being interviewed by Ron Johnson or Darryl and Bell. I know him as Ron Johnson from a different world. Yes, he was the moderator there. That was fire. Then they also had Judge Faith and Kenny Lattimore. What? Yeah, because they got a book out. So they had Judge Faith and Kenny Lattimore there the previous week. That's what I'm saying. The Wilmington Library just be bringing folks together. Got you just sitting there listening to gems like, wow. Can't wait. This that's what they did. So shouts out to the Wilmington Library. And I'm supposed to have Carl on my show, the Hats Off, next week. Shouts out to him. Okay. Also, I'm just telling y'all, we running through some things. I gotta give a shout out to Norman Oliver. He had this situation where it was Join Norman Oliver. It was hosted by Pastor Bullock and Bishop Gibson with Darius Brown, Cerron, Cade, Daniel Walker, Eugene Young. I think I believe Logan Herring was on a bill to be there. I didn't even get to see the whole situation, but it was really like just a bunch of melanated men in the same room from around the area, just learning things. It was a nice amount of brothers in there, really sharing different ideals and kind of just how we can uplift and what's going on around locally, right? So it was beautiful to see. Like it smelled like shea butter. And listen, it was a phenomenal situation. So shouts out to Norman Oliver and everybody else who was able to put that together. And that was the second annual one. Also, speaking of people getting together and talking about it, Rebirth Live. Say what? The Rebirth Live. Listen, the Rebirth Live, it was DJ'd by Tim Dog. If you don't know what Tim Dog do on the ones and twos, you're missing out, okay? So the Bops was there. Radio Shack was hosting that situation, so you know he kept the party flowing. Ebony Monet Calloway hit him with the vocals. I said Ebony Monet Calloway, the vocals. That's a fact. That was hosted by Shay and Eli. If you don't, they already got the show called the Rebirth Live. So if you used to the show, just take that show, but then add in some more folks, right? I'm talking about adding your Corey Wilkersons, your Levante Dorsey's, your Sarah Crawford, add in Janelle Evans, or I know her as Nelly from Dope Therapy. You heard me, but add in the squad. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of them actually. India Sage, it was a nice little group, all just having that same type of conversation, but super inclusive. So, just deep, really diving in. It was beautiful to see. Okay. Also, I'm trying to tell y'all just some of the stuff that I saw. Y'all don't know. Listen, this is fire. I gotta give a shout out to Naja Nicole. Okay, because Naja Nicole was live on Theater Inn. Okay, when I say she was live at Theater Inn, there was people who shed just random tears from the vocals that she was hitting. It was her birthday too, so you know she was singing to herself and everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Like she was giving herself a show, and you was just lucky to be there. Okay, but she shut it down. Scoob, the whole band made it fire. Oh, it just, from what I understand, it was a beautiful situation live at there. And if you don't know what it looked like, check out Naj and Jay. Jay got pictures somewhere floating around. Listen, she was flowing. She was just floating around on stage. It was beautiful. Also, speaking of Naj, she also hosted Pink Gumbo. What? Pink Gumbo with the proceeds. It was a show. It was at Wilmington Library, but it was put on by 3G Management. It was for the Delaware Breast Cancer coalition. Like that's where the proceeds went to. There was food available by Chef O'Shea Lally. Okay, when I say Camille Johnson was on the vocals, right? Boom. Latoya Marie was on the vocals. Boom. Oh man, Devon Daniil. Ooh, soulful on the vocals. Let me tell you, start a songstress, soulful on the vocals. Listen, they even honored Nataki Oliver. Shouts out to the Soul Firm for some of the things that she does in the community. Oh, it was a beautiful sight to see. The background music, soul synthesis, got you rocking. Like it was really, really dope. Again, shouts out to Shannon Lowry and 3G Management. Shannon Lowry's gonna be on my show tonight. You know what I mean? Hats off with G-Jones. Yeah. You know, at 7:30 every Thursday. So we're going to talk about it. I want to kind of figure out how do you put something together like a gala? You hear me? Like, I ain't never put no galas together. You know what I mean? They just started inviting me. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. Also, one more time, I got to mention, shouts out. I got What's the People Thinking? Again, that's November 18th. Me and my man D Harv, we going to do something different. He got the music, I got the spoken word. We're going to create a whole story for y'all to be immersed in. The vision's going to have a pop factor. It's at the MKT Place Gallery. The doors open at 7:30. Again, November 18th. It's a vibe. The food, Chef Rel going to chef it up. It's going to be seasoned well by Rhythm and Heat. So that's going to be a whole situation you don't want to miss, all right? Again, this your boy G-Jones, and this ain't been it but a quick hat tip. I hope that y'all enjoyed yourselves. Otherwise, I'll see y'all later on at Hats Off with G-Jones. Hey.